So it's been almost a year. I spent a lot of time thinking about that motorcycle crash. My buddies keep bugging me about getting another motorcycle. Lots of riders I know tell me everybody has a crash. You got to get back on the bike. My buddies are going to ride Route 66 in September. They've been bugging me to get a bike. I told them, I'll go with you and I'll drive a car. I'll be your support vehicle. I'll carry all the tools. I'll carry all the gear. And we'll have a good time. I didn't really want to do that. But I would do it. That's what my plan was. Then about a month ago, I got an email from an email address I didn't know. And the subject line was Goldwings on YouTube. And the email said, "Good afternoon. Are you the guy with the YouTube channel?" Now, I am not a YouTuber. I have a YouTube channel. I post some videos. Some people watch them. If you get any value out of them, I think that's fantastic. I do this mostly to document what I'm doing, and so that I have some record of it later. Recording videos tends to cause me to organize my work better, clean up my workspace more, and then revisit what I did so that I can find out mistakes that I made. And actually, people who watch the videos point out mistakes I made, and that's really, really helpful. So I didn't know how to answer this email. So I responded very simply and said, I have a YouTube channel. And the response came pretty quickly. Is the Goldwing Route 66 dream still alive? We have a 1996 GL 1500 Interstate with 45,000 miles on it in great condition. We just don't ride it anymore, but it has many adventures still left in it and would like to see it go to a good home, maybe even adventures on YouTube. Right now, the only thing I need to do is perhaps bleed the clutch, which is how I came across your channel. Your story is interesting, and we would like to see it get to a good home. I was completely floored. My mind started racing immediately. What was I going to do with this? And I had no idea where to go from here. So after some back and forth, some emails, they sent me some pictures, they described the condition, I asked a few questions. They were serious, and it was a very, very tempting offer. The Route 66 ride was in September. This was now the beginning of May when they made this offer. So there was plenty of time to get this put together. But I wasn't sure my head was in it. But man, it was a tempting offer. So I thought about it. I had some work travel coming up. I went out of town. I thought about it. Came back in town and I thought about it. I didn't tell my buddies because I knew they were going to press me. And I thought about it. And I just decided the time wasn't right. This wasn't going to work out. I didn't really have the money. I'm about to change jobs. The timing just wasn't great. So I told them, thank you for the offer, but I have to decline. They were very gracious, sent me a bunch more photos, said, the bike is ready. We'd love to see it go to a good home. Let us know if you're interested. And that was it. And I immediately had remorse about my decision. And I think I waited a day or two and I messaged them back. And I said, I've changed my mind. I'd really like to put this together. I don't know if I can do the whole trip. I don't know if I can take the time to get out to Route 66 and back. Although, who was I kidding? I was planning on driving a support vehicle. But I guess I figured I could always just get in the car and drive and in 3 days do the whole trip and get home. I said, look, if you're willing to sell me the bike with the understanding that I might just ride it out to LA and then consign it with a dealer to sell it, and then it finds a new owner to take care of it after that, I think we can put something together. Again, incredibly gracious. They said, look, you buy the bike, it's your bike, and you can do with it what you want. Super lovely couple, really fantastic. We struck a deal, and away I went. I'm on a plane, flying to Connecticut, and picking up this bike. Here are some of the pictures they sent me. Really spectacular, far better condition than the bike I had before. Still needs all the preventative maintenance, all the fluids. The tires are old. One tire is 21 years old, another tire is 16 years old. The clutch had failed, the hydraulic clutch had failed for the owner, and he used my video to bleed the clutch, and he bled it and got a clutch back again. So for that, I'm thrilled that my videos were useful, and for people who have commented that my videos were useful, I really do enjoy that. Flew up there. Another buddy of mine had to make a trip up to New York, so he rode his motorcycle and then continued on to Connecticut and met me. We did some 2-up riding from the hotel, did a quick little 20-minute ride over to where the bike was and met with the new owners. They were just as nice as in person, if not nicer, than they were over email. Really a lovely couple, really a wonderful transaction, and I hope that I take care of their bike as well as they did, and I hope that I have stories to tell that will entertain them and that they will take great joy in watching. We did our paperwork, we said our farewells, we talked about a future YouTube video. I'm not going to identify them, I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for it. They were very, very generous and they're very, very gracious. They are excited that the bike will live on in some videos and live on for this ride down Route 66. So away we went. And we rode off. The plan was to get about halfway home to D.C., which was in New Jersey outside New York the first day. We went the north route across Connecticut, across the Hudson River into New York, and then south into New Jersey. And I will tell you, the first half of the day, I was nervous. And it took me a while to get my head straight, to get my legs under me, to get confident, to feel comfortable. The riding through Connecticut was beautiful. The roads, the twists, the hills were exactly what I needed to get my practice back in, to get comfortable with the bike, and it was really, really a good ride. All right, so here we are, about 70 miles in after picking it up. Comfort brake, riding beautifully. Seller described this precisely, and it is everything he described. Spectacular. It's been a joy. I will admit, a little nervous getting back on a bike. That's going to happen after you fall, but we're doing it. So my compadre over there is taking it easy on me this time. So 2 wheels on the road. That's the goal. We stopped for lunch in New Paltz and had some pizza at B-Side Record. Ride is going well. Stopping at B-Side Bar and Grill, New Paltz, New York. About 50 miles to go to our destination. They call it a very cool place. I got stronger, I got more comfortable as we went, and then we finished the day getting down to another buddy who was with me the day of the crash, who's going to go on the Route 66 ride in New Jersey. And we stopped there for dinner, and he and his girlfriend were glorious hosts. They feed you an unimaginable amount of food. Really, really great. They're fantastic, and I really look forward to the Route 66 ride with him. Next morning we got up, got going about 8 o'clock, headed down to D.C. This was mostly highway driving. We did take the Pennsylvania route. We went through Lancaster and York, Pennsylvania, and then down around Baltimore, and then home. This map shows you the route to my buddy's house. He lives north of D.C. I live in the center of D.C. So I went on all the way to the center of D.C. The whole ride was about 500 miles, split over 2 days. The second day I felt substantially stronger, but here's some video of us riding. It really is exciting to do this again. I felt much better on the second day. You'll see a few videos coming up, tires and basic preventative maintenance. It might be a duplicate of the videos that are already out there, but I'll refresh them. I'm better at it the second time. Hopefully I'll record them better. Hopefully I'll do them more efficiently. I'll put those out there over the next few weeks and months until we depart for Route 66. We should be leaving around the 1st of September. The plan is to go from Washington, D.C. to Chicago pretty quickly, and then do about 300 miles a day from Chicago to L.A. The route back will take us through Vegas, Salt Lake City, Yellowstone, Little Bighorn, Mount Rushmore, and then back home from there, Minneapolis, Chicago, and back home. Plan is to see some spectacular American scenery on the Mother Road.